Okay, YouTube, it is Phil's fan. I am back wearing my R Phils. They are now known as the Reading Fightins, but this was back when they were the Reading Phillies or the R Phils. It's actually done in the burgundy of the old school Phillies. Look at the train logo and the embroidery. That is the Reading Phillies, which is my local minor league affiliate of the Philadelphia Phillies. But that's not what we're here for. We are here to show you a small recap. I went to go see Phillies first baseman Carlos Santana was appearing at a Modell's Sporting Goods down closer to my old neighborhood, down in Clifton Heights, Pennsylvania yesterday or last night. It was no outside items, unfortunately. So I had brought a 2014 Topps Heritage to get signed, and I was unable to do that. But they did have, you had to either purchase an item there at Modell's and he would sign it, or they had a free Topps like 5x7 card, which is like a giant 2018 card. So there he got it. So the first thing I did was I got him to sign this card that they were giving away, which I really liked. He was super cool. I got a picture taken with him. He was really nice. Excuse me. I wore a Cleveland Indians hat because I knew, obviously, he played with the Indians for about 7 seasons, and he was in the World Series with them. And he really appreciated it. Like, he saw my hat, he was like, "Nice cap," So after I had gotten that signed, I went and bought a baseball. So I really didn't feel like spending the $25 for the the Rawlings official Major League Baseball. Not that I didn't think it was worth it. I just didn't really have the money, and I didn't really want to spend $25 on a baseball. But I tried to get something fairly inexpensive but also a leather cover, because I know the ones with the synthetic covers will have the signatures tend to bleed or fade over time. So I was able to find this Babe Ruth League baseball, and it's Rawlings, and there's the Babe Ruth League logo. And it's leather. It was a leather cover. It's a 5-ounce, 9-inch baseball, genuine leather, and he signed it for me. And he signed it in Sharpie, unfortunately. I really wasn't paying attention. I gave him the ball. Asked if I can get my picture taken, and I was concentrating on the picture. He signed the ball, he leaned into the picture, held up the ball, and it wasn't until he handed it to me I realized that he signed it with Sharpie. And it's funny because I kind of looked at the table later, and he didn't really have any blue pens. So, but I brought a blue pen with me, and I kept it in my pocket, thinking that they know better. They're going to sign baseballs with pens, and that they should have pens and as well as Sharpies available, but they did not, apparently. Like, you live and learn. I mean, I only spent $5 for the baseball, and I got, one of the top players' signature on it, so I can't complain. So I wanted to also show a few TTMs. I don't believe I've ever really done a TTM recap video, in my history of my YouTube channel. So I'm bringing a few. Not sure if we're going to be able to get through all of these, because this is pretty much all every TTM and sign card I own. So this is a recent one. It's a 78 Topps, I believe it is, of Tom House. He signed it in blue, regular ink, like pen. And this was one that you might have seen in a couple of videos ago. I got this out of a Fairfield pack, and I sent it off to him. So he signed it. He was a pitching coach for a number of years, and Nolan Ryan really attributes his success later in his career to Tom. This is Dal Maxwell. This was one of the 50th anniversary buybacks. Got that, and I had Dal sign it through the mail. This is Phillies player Ben Lively on his Bowman when he was still with the Reds, in the Reds organization. And also he signed this Bowman shiny card, sparkle card, I guess you call him. So I got that him through the mail when he was still with Reading a number of years ago. Here's my Will the Thrill. Shout out to Topps 85401. Nate, this one's for you. Got my Will the Thrill Clark. This is Jamie Quirk. Jamie was he played for about, what, like maybe 15 years or so in the majors. So you kind of see the history, and he played with the Royals, and now he is a manager for the Royals affiliate in Wilmington, Delaware. So that's how I got it. I sent it off. I found out he was the manager down there, and I sent it off down to them. Koji Uehara, when he was with his Red Sox days. Oh, here's a good one. Now, our big slugger in Philadelphia, Rhys Hoskins, on a Bowman. Got him when he was still with Reading about maybe 2-3 seasons ago. Got him. Christian Binford. This was not a TTM. I might have shown this in one of my other previous videos. John the Count Montefusco and Joe Pepitone on a archive. They had appeared on the Phillies show last fall. Here's Randy Reddy. Another Randy Reddy. And still another Randy Reddy. Don Carmen. Another Don Carmen. Looks like I have quite a few Don Carmen cards. Here's a former Philly, former Red, former Dodger, former Yankee, World Series Yankees, Mariano Duncan. Yankee great Bobby Richardson. Bobby's a really good TTMer, and he has a really nice signature. And he was the 1960 MVP, the only MVP in a World Series for a losing team. This is Floyd Bannister in an old school White Sox uniform. Here he is when he was a #1 draft pick for the Houston Astros. This is a couple of good ones that I got through the Twins. Got Tony Oliva to sign this Turn Back the Clock card of his rookie card, and this Topps Archives of his batting leaders card in '64. These were in-person autographs. Chad Billingsley, when he played with the Phillies. I got Jeff Francoeur, Cody Ashe, former Phillies GM and now a batting coach, or he's a coach with, believe the Red Sox now. Ruben Amaro Jr. Greg Luzinski, National League All-Star card. Greg's a good signer down at the stadium. And I got him also to sign this Topps Archives card of his rookie card. Here's another Chad Billingsley that I got signed at that festival. Darren Ruff, another former Phillies prospect. Rick Shue. There's another Rick Shue. Oh, and another Rick Shue. I believe this might be... No, it's not a rookie card, but when he was playing with the Orioles. This card was given to me by Mike O last summer, and I sent that off to get Neshek to get Pat Neshek to sign it. Bob Dernier. Another nice Bob Dernier. I think this was, an 81 Topps, I believe? 83? 83. Mike Napoli. John Olerud. I believe I sent this off to John, and he signed this, and then he also signed a Blue Jays postcard of himself, and he sent it back to me. Doug Drabeck. There might actually be 2 cards in there. Juan Gonzalez. I know there's 2 cards in there because that ain't the back. That's a Donruss back. So we can't be going through all these though. Bob Dernier. Another Bob Dernier. Andre Thunder Thornton. Really wish I knew where my glasses are behind me. What time are we at now? We are at almost 10 minutes. Yeah, this is not going to happen. All right, so let's just do about half. Andre Thornton again. Couple of really nice Ryan Sandbergs. Chris Sabo. Kevin Franzen with wearing a Washington Nationals, and this is Kevin when he was with the Phillies. I got Kevin through the mail through, I believe he does a sports talk show out in San Francisco now. Dwayne Kuiper, who's also like I believe in like an announcer for the Giants. Phil Garner, nice Ted Williams card. Don Kessinger, Storm Davis again, and finally Aubrey Huff. So I'll save the other ones for another time. And catch you later. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll be back.